Hello YouTube, Toon Fabricator here, and today I'm going to be giving a basic introduction to Autocad 2017 Mechanical. I'm going to run through how we go about getting it if you're a student for nothing online. Then I'm going to run through the basic interface, the basic controls, and just basically getting started on Autocad 2017. So without further ado, I'll dive straight into it. If you don't actually download it, you need to be going to the Autodesk website, and then you need to be going along a free trial. Now this is aimed more at students. However, if you're going to pay for it, I'm sure there's somewhere around here where you just download it and pay for it. There it is. There, your free trial. Do your free trial, surmise, and you pay for it. However, if you are a student, you go to this link here and just download. To qualify as a student, you have to have a college or university email. It usually ends in .ac.uk here in the UK. If you're abroad, I'm not too sure what I would end up as, but what they do is send you a verification email to that email, and you just verify that you are that person, you are that student, and that's how you get going. So what I'm going to do now, I'll dive straight into the Autocad interface. So when you get it and you open it up, this is the screen that you're going to be presented with. There's a little learn screen down here, that's pretty good as well. If you can just roll down, may not be on mine anymore, probably isn't, but if you press that, and that gives you a few quick little tutorials, that's very handy. I would highly recommend looking at that as well as using resources such as this on YouTube. So what you want to do to get started is left click on start drawing. That will open up the Autocad Mechanical 2017 interface. Goes a little bit slow at first. There you go. Right, so what you do is come across this ribbon down the bottom. Mine may be a little bit different from yours, so don't worry if you're looking at yours and thinking, whoa, what's going on there? How's he got those different stuff on there? All I've done is I've just customized my ribbon, add a few little bit extra bits on here and there. But it'll be the same as yours, it'll have all the bits on, like such as this, these settings here. Maybe it's not this one because that's more 3D. So anyway, from left to right, display drone grid, well, that's your grid there, off, on, left click, always using left click. For the purposes of this video, I'll probably say just leave that on, just makes things a little bit easier. Auto mode, I'll just leave that off. I'll go into it, but it's probably out of the scope of this video, to be honest, so just leave that off. That's on, that's off. Snap mode, you need to set this before you start off as well. I like to get all this set up. I like to have polar snap on, but I'll go into snap settings now. Tell you what that's all about now. So just waiting for it to start up. What we do, right, so snap and grid. Click snap on. I like to have polar snap on. Sometimes you might have grid snap on, but I like to change it to polar snap. And what this does is when you draw lines and stuff, it actually snaps in the exact areas of lines and circles and rectangles, and basically it takes a lot of the thinking out of it for you. So I'll just OK that, and I'll give you a quick demonstration. I'll go into line, create a line, and I'm going to create another line, but I want that other line to start off on the end of this line. Bam, it gives you a square, it just snaps onto it. Alright, another one is, I want to start off in the middle of the line. There, I'll just have a look, midpoint, yeah. There you go, there's a midpoint, that's a triangle. So that just gives you a rough idea of what the actual snap on and snap off means. Just get rid of that. And erase. So that was your snap settings. So I'll do it once more. So make sure your snap is on. And again, this is aimed all pretty much at beginners, and click on polar snap and OK that. Okay. Now this here, this is for your trapping settings. Now these are all degrees, 9 degrees, 182, 73, 60, so on and so forth. So what I'll do now is demonstrate what this does. I draw a line. And that clicks on to 0 there. It'll click on to 90. Clicks on 180. And that clicks on. It just makes your job a lot easier. I'll just click back onto that. Make sure it's on. There you go. So it's on. There you go. If they're clicking really easily into the degrees, I'll just change them degrees. I'll go to 30, 60, 90 degrees. Snap. Snap. Snaps in. It just stops for you. Again, that just makes your job a little bit easier. So for this, I'm going to have the angles on. I'm going to set it back at 90, 180. So these are all the different snapping settings. So if you want endpoints to be snapped on your lines, there you go, tick it. Midpoint, centre of circles, geometric centres, nodes, quadrants of circles, intersections, so on and so forth. Now you've got to have a little bit of play around again. I think that's outside the scope of this video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. This again is aimed primarily at newcomers to Autocad. Next thing I think I'll go in and show you is the basics of the line. So left click, I'll create a line. Now as you can see, there's one of the windows, the numbers are increasing. That is the actual length of the line that you want. You can do it manually by left clicking, left click. I'll do it again manually, left click. I'll do it again manually, left click. However, there's another way you can get the exact length of the line, and this is simply done by typing it in. I want a line that's 500, 500, enter, bam, straight away. I want another line, 320, type it in, bam. Oh, that's pretty easy of thinking. Yeah, it is, and I use that function quite a lot. Now there's another window there, and it's got degrees in. Currently it's 0. I'm moving around. There you go, that goes nicely up and down as you can see. And you probably think, well, how on earth do I get that window? Simple. All you do is press a tab button. Tab, there you go. You can now set your angles you want. So let's put, I don't know, 23 degrees. I use this function a lot, and I'll really get used to using this function if you're going to start using Autocad. You really need to get used to that. It's an excellent function, really quickly, so it takes a lot of the guesswork out. But yeah. Right, I'll probably go now into erasing. Now there's a few different ways you can do it. You can say to yourself, oops, I didn't want all of that. Okay, so I want to go back a step. Bam, the whole line disappears. Okay, so I'll do another one, enter that, I'll do another line, right click, enter, and I'll do another line. Right, so I'm thinking to myself, oh, that last line, I don't fancy having that last line, so I'll press this button here at the back. It's like an arrow, it's like a rewind. It rewinds one step. Bang, gone. Oh, I didn't want the line before that. Oh, that's gone. Oh, wait there, I did want it. I'll go the other way, fast forward. So there you see, it's an absolutely superb function. If you make a mess of what you're doing, it's a really, really good function to have, and that can go back as many steps as you like, as long as you haven't saved it. Okay, again, same as that, you can redo, and there, I mean, there's little captions come up, pop up, and that goes for all little functions. Captions pop up, if you wait long enough, you probably get like a little video, and it just describes. It's really, really user friendly. You don't need to be intimidated by this user face at all. So, let's have a look. We'll go into the mouse functions. So I've got a normal mouse, a cheap mouse. I've got a left button, left click, right click, and I've got a ball in the middle. So left click, obviously, is to select something. And I click there. Now you've got two options. You can either press enter, and that sorts the line out. I'll do it again. The other option is to press left, and if you don't want to press enter, if you can't be bothered, right click, enter. And instead of selecting line, what you could do is press right click, and it repeats the last function. Left click start. If you just, honestly, if you get used to using the two click buttons, it's really easy. So remember, it's specify for the first point, left click again, then enter that, and it leaves it. Oh, I can't be bothered to go over there because I'm too lazy. I just right click, go to repeat line, start again, right click, enter. There's one other option. Instead of pressing enter, to get you out of function, you think, oh, I don't want this function, press escape. Bang. Oh, there's a sound clap. Oh, I don't want a sound clap, press escape. Escape works for every single function. If you don't want to be in a function, just press escape. If you press, I don't know, say a copy for example, oh, I didn't want to copy. Instead of like pressing right click and panicking or stuff, well, you couldn't, I suppose, press right click. You can also use escape to come out of that. Right, so I'm going to go back through all them steps. And you'll start seeing these lines disappear one by one. So there you go, that's lines. Again, I'm going to emphasise that this tutorial is more aimed at newcomers to AutoCAD 2017. So I think that pretty much covers the very basic setup of AutoCAD, how to get it offline, how to get it free if you're a student, and just a few initial settings and things that you need to really get used to. So we've went over the interface, snap and grid, we've went lines, the arrays, the line length, trapping, snap settings. So for the next video I'm going to be doing something that you need to start doing as well when you start to use AutoCAD. As well as checking all these settings along here, you need to go up and use something called the layers. Now that will be a video in itself, that will be part 2. So if you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe, leave comments, tell us what you would like to see as well. If you weren't too sure or if I haven't described something really well, then let us know down below. So I'm just trying to think if there's actually anything else I can cover, but I'm thinking that is pretty much going to be it. So Toon Fabricator out.